Yes, sirski. It's your boy Twan the Dawn, and I'm back with another Jagweezy Bitty Easy for the ladies and the geezies. Okay, now look. First, we're gonna start with the tea time for me time, pretty please time, and that moment of silence for the people who are doing down bad today. Okay, now look. I got my note peasy, you know what I'm talking about, and I got my little pizzin, you know what I'm talking about. Now look, this video is gonna be on the three players I'm worried about at Washington Commanders, okay? And then I'm gonna give y'all a little breakdown on how I feel like we can actually win and what we could do to win. And the players I feel like that are gonna show up and show out this game. But for the most part, I'm gonna be telling y'all the three worries I have at Washington Commanders. Now, without further ado, oh yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. Now look. The first player, you know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna go ahead and start it off strong. You know what I'm talking about? The first player, okay? He is number 88 on NFL Top 100 players, okay? He is an elite player. He is a great talent. He is a great specimen. You know what I'm talking about? That is none other than Jonathan Allen, okay? Now look. Luke Fortner, yeah. Our rookie, yeah. He gonna have his hands full. He's gonna have a long day, okay? A long day. You know what I'm talking about? Now look. 9 times out of 10, their plan is to crash the middle, go towards that rookie center. That's their plan. Crash towards the middle, go towards that rookie center, show them welcome to the NFL type game. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be 9 times out of 10 their game plan. As far as the line, what I mean by that is when the line, they either gonna crash out, go to the outsides, go in, all go to the left, all go to the right. They're just they're gonna crash the middle, okay? They're gonna try to crash the middle a lot. Now look, this is what I realized, right? Jonathan Allen, he never stops playing. He continues to go and go and go until the whistle's blown. Sometimes he even goes after that, you know what I'm talking about? And he's strong. Matter of fact, let me take that back. He's strong, you know what I'm talking about? Jonathan Allen is strong, okay? Now, he's one of the greats in the leagues. I said that, okay? He has a lot, and a lot. Mind you, when you're great in the NFL or any type of thing, but let's just stick with the NFL. When you're great in the NFL, that means that you have multiple tricks up your sleeve. You're not a one-trick pony, okay? He has a plethora of tricks in his bag, okay? A plethora of tricks up his sleeve. You know what I'm talking about? Now, the next player, okay? And mind you, when I initially did the notes on this video, I did notes based off of my thoughts of who the top 3 were, and then I talked to Commander Ketchup, and if y'all know, you know, but that's my coworker who's a Commander fan, and he's in love with Ketchup, so we just call him Commander Ketchup. So he said if you was gonna do 3, because I said Wentz would have been the 3rd, right? He said it's this guy, and this guy. I had 2 of the same ones, and 1 was different. But I agree with the last one, but it goes hand in hand. But peep game, you know what I'm talking about? The second guy, he is also on the defense, okay? He's also on the line, okay? You know what I'm talking about? He makes me do what his last name is just thinking about him, trying to get to Trevor. Yes, I'm talking about Montez Sweat, okay? Now look, this guy, he is by far one of the most underrated defensive players in the NFL. Now, if you say he's not underrated, we know he's good. People know he's good. Yeah, but he's great. And the thing is, this is his I told y'all year. And he's going to try to start it off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's going to try to start it off by getting some sacks, by putting Trevor Lawrence on his back, okay? Now look, because I got my notes. Peep game, right? His motor, it is endless. It must be Energizer. You know what I'm talking about? His motor is run off Energizer because his motor is endless. He is just like Jonathan Allen. He does not stop playing, and he continues to go 100%, okay? Peep game. This combination is crazy. Like, when you have this combination, right? But you also have skills with it. It's a dangerous thing. He's strong and he is fast. Now, as a lineman, when you have that combination, they look at it like, okay, if you got raw talent, right? You got raw talent with the fast, you got speed and you got power. Now let's teach you how to, but he knows how to do the extra stuff, the swim move, the bull rush moves, the up and unders. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to. This is the thing that I have a problem with these two players, the first two I just named, Montez Sweat and Jonathan Allen. They both know how to get under the lineman's skin, and what that causes is a lot of holding penalties. That causes false start penalties, okay? And his IQ and awareness, Jonathan Allen and Montez Sweat, both of them, their IQ and their awareness of the football game itself is up there with the great, is up there with the top people in the NFL. Top defenders in the NFL, they have that IQ and that awareness, okay? Just because they're on the Commanders, they don't get the notification that they should, and they don't get the notoriety that they should, and they don't get the glory that they should. But their IQ, their football IQ, and their awareness is top notch. Little tea time for me time, time out a little pretty please time. Now this last guy that I'm going to talk about, he has me scared the most because he's the one that's going to put up the points. He's the one that's going to put points on the board against us. He's the one that's going to be making our defense look silly, okay? Now, mind you, that is if they actually beating us and stuff. I'm just saying, I'm being facetious. But peep game. You know what I'm at? Yeah, that is none other than Scary Terry McLaurin. You know what I'm at? Yeah. Scary Terry McLaurin. Now, peep game, okay? Terry McLaurin, he's a much better deep threat than he gets credit for, okay? Now, his double moves on his routes, them double moves, I mean, those things are nasty. Those double moves on his routes, when he does a double move on the route, it is phenomenal, okay? Look, when he's one-on-one and they throw the ball his way, he wins majority of those. There's rarely a time where he doesn't. If it's a one-on-one and it's a good ball, he's catching it. You know what I'm talking about? Now, and it's a catchable ball. Let me say that. Not even good ball. If it's a catchable ball and it's a one-on-one, he 9 times out of 10 is getting that. Now, even when it's a 2-on-1, he gets it sometimes. So look, he's faster than most receivers. He's faster than the NFL would like to give him credit for. And a lot of this is because he's on the Washington Commanders team, so he doesn't really get that much credit. But he's getting credit in the NFL, and we know of him. We know who Terry McLaurin is. We know he's a good player, a great player. So clearly, he's much better than people give him credit for because he's not getting as much credit as he should because he's on, you know what I'm saying? He's with the Commanders. Peep game. He doesn't drop nothing, okay? His hands are made of pigskin glue. You know what I'm talking about? Terry McLaurin's hands are made of pigskin glue. You know what I'm talking about? It's crazy. He doesn't drop anything. So, with that being said, all of those reasons are reasons why these 3 players, they scare me. They give me some worries, okay? Now, you know what I'm saying? Get them brakes and pump them real quick because, look, to negate, I'm going to talk about Jonathan Allen and I'm going to talk about Montez Sweat real quick. To negate those guys out the game, to keep it to where we don't have to worry as much about those guys, okay? We're going to have to take a page out of, yeah, you see the Jaguars. We're going to have to take a page out of Josh Allen in the Buffalo Bills book. When they played the Rams, Aaron Donald and Bobby Wagner, they had a decent game, I guess, if you would say. They did good. They played well, but they didn't really impact the game as much as they would have liked because of these reasons. Josh Allen got the ball out quick, and they hitch block. What I mean by that is when they snap the ball, just quick, and then go to your player. They do that when it's the better players, and they also doubled, okay? Now, to negate Allen and Montez Sweat, the linemen have to make sure that they feel doubled. And that's what I mean. When they snap the ball, right when the ball snapped, 2 players get their hands on them real quick, and one quickly gets their hands and go to their respective person. Okay, because those are the 2 scariest guys. Not saying that the other guys aren't good ballers and they can't ball and they can't play good football, but those guys, Jonathan Allen and Montez Sweat, are a notch above the other linemen that they have. Okay, that are playing, because Chase Young is on that list as well. Now, like I said, the linemen have to make them feel like they're being doubled, and that's what happens when you snap the ball and hurry up and get 4 hands on them, and they feel like, oh crap, you know, it kind of discourages them. It's a psyche thing more than anything. Also, NFL is made in split seconds. It's a split second more that you give Trevor. Okay, now peep game. The linemen actually may have to start doubling if one of them's getting off or one of them's get going. They may have to start actually doubling that guy. Another thing, and this is all in my notes. Like, I wrote this down and I watched the game yesterday. I'm like, dang, this is same thing I was saying. Trevor Lawrence has to get the ball out of his hands fast. He has to get the ball out fast. Now, that's easier said than done, because that's also dependent on the receivers getting open quick and the receivers making their routes fast. But that's what practice is for, and that's what communication is for, and all that stuff is for, preparation. Now, look. The main thing is our linemen, our offensive linemen, they need to have their wives, their significant others. If they don't have one, they need to order or make and have a great meal the night before the game. You know what I'm talking about? That's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you ate your beanies and your weenies, you feel me? Because you got some dogs coming towards you Sunday. Now, let's move over back to Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry to the McLaurin. You know what I'm talking about? To stop Terry. Now, I said to stop, but to negate Terry. And I know, you know, like, these guys do this for a living. So me noticing this, I know they already know this. But all 3 of our number 1 DBs, we have 3 number 1 DBs that will be number 1s, and pretty much, you know, they would be number 1s. We got Tyson Campbell, we got Darius Williams, and we have Shaquille Griffin. But let me say that they're all potential 1s, okay? They can play the 1. When they're playing their best, they all 1s. When they're playing their worst, they're all 2s. That's the best part about it. When they're at their worst, they're 2s. So look, to stop Terry, all 3 of our DBs, and like I said, I'm talking about Griffin, Williams, and Campbell. They need to get a piece of them, have they go at them, you know, switch it up. Because if you got a different guy there, every so often plays, you know, give them a different look. Because once you see the same thing, you're like, all right, I know that this guy's going to do this. I know if I go here, he's going to go for the double move. And then you get a new dude on you, like, all right, let me see if this double move going to work on him. And also, they communicating, hey, man, he likes to do this. He likes to do that. And we're starting to learn them a little more and more, and they all got to, you know, they all collectively slow down Terry McLaurin. Now, when they're in zone, this is the key thing. And they have to communicate. Communication is going to be key to stopping McLaurin. They have to communicate, hey, he's over there. Or, hey, he's right there. When they're in zone and it's a pass play, they have to stick with him until he's out of that. And if he's in their zone, they have to stick on him and stay with him until he's out of their zone and picked up. If he's not picked up, if he's out of your zone, stay with him until he's picked up. Because if you give him a split second, that's all he needs. If he had that little bit of opening, that's all he needs to get that one-on-one, and he's going to go up and get it. Okay? Now, look. We have to, if he gets going, the same thing with Jonathan Allen, and the same thing with Montez Sweat. If Terry McLaurin actually does get going and gets cooking, double him. Don't even leave it up to chance then. Just double him and keep him double until the end of the game. Just try to shut him down. Now, the best way to negate Terry McLaurin is to get Carson Wentz on his backside. Get to Carson Wentz. Don't give him time to throw the ball. Have him sacking, get him on the ground all day. Have him running for his life all day. That's the best way. Now, like I said, Terry McLaurin, Jonathan Allen, and Montez Sweat. Those are my 3 worries, my 3 biggest worries at Washington Commanders. But they should be worried as well. Okay? I'm going to tell you why in a second. But A little tea time for me time. Defensively, this will help us win our first game, start 1-0 for the 2022-2023 season. We have to stop the run. We have to stop the run. We have to stop the run. Okay? Now, a lot of people are like, if we could stop the run. I'm gonna tell you now, and I love the Jags. I love the Jags. And I study us, and I study the teams we go against when we going up against them. So in that case, I end up knowing all the teams eventually, But this is something I know about the Jaguars. We are going to stop the run, okay? The additions of Folorunso Fatukasi, Devin Lloyd, Foyesade Aluakon, okay? Trayvon Walker, okay? Those additions, they're all great run stoppers, okay? They're great run stoppers. And people don't give Foyesade Aluakon enough credit on run stopping. But you can't lead the league in tackles if you're not good at run stopping, okay? You're not leading the league in tackles being the best pass coverage linebacker. Not happening. It's because you're the best. You're good at tackling. You're good at hitting. You're a bumper. You're a thumper. You're sideline to sideline, looking and hunting for the ball. Who has the ball? You're running and hitting them. And if it's a run play, you there. Okay? Like I said, I believe that we are more than capable, and we have more than a capable defense to stop the run. Okay? I believe that our defensive line is better than their offensive line, and we will get to Carson Wentz more than they get to Trevor Lawrence. And I do believe they get to Trevor Lawrence once or twice. I do believe so. I really say one time, and then they tighten it up, and Brandon Sheriff's like, look, y'all, no more sacks, I do think they're going to get there one time, and I believe it'll be Jonathan Allen. But, like I said, we are more than capable, and we have the personnel to stop the run. Now, with that being said, when we stop the run, that takes Terry McLaurin's deep passes with the play action out of the play. Okay? Now we know that you're not running it. You can't run it, so you have to throw it. And if we can do it, like I said, with the DBs, switch them off or double them, then boom. On third downs, if it's a clear passage situation and it's a 3rd and long, double them. Don't leave it to chance. That's how we can stop their offense, and that's how we can negate, them from getting points. My bad, y'all. Now, offensively, what we must do, we have to get ETN into the game quickly so that way it gives them the fear factor of they're going to ETN. Oh, they're going to hand it off. They're going to throw it to ETN. They're going to hand it off or whatever. Either one. Give them that fear factor so that way the play action comes in play for Kirk, the Joneses, and Ingram. Yeah, for Kirk, the Joneses, and Ingram. You feel me? Now, I do want to see Robinson in the game, and I want to see him produce. I want to see him look good out there. Okay? And I want to go on a limb. My score is going to be 24-10. Okay? I'll give them a touchdown. Okay? Actually, I'll take that back. I'm going to stick to my guns. The score is going to be 24. I had it 28-9, but I said 12 because they get one more field goal. But I'm going to say it's going to be 24-9. They get 3 field goals. Okay? And Christian Kirk gets the touchdown. Ingram gets the touchdown. ETN gets the touchdown. That's what I think. And we kick a field geezy. You feel me? Now look, you know me. I'm not going to ask you to like the video. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to my channel. But what I will ask you to do, I'm going to ask you to comment in the comment section. Let me know if you feel like I hit that thing on the head with what I said was going to happen. You feel me, with the game pleasy, or how we stop these guys. You feel me? Let me know if you rock with the Jaguars. Let me know if you rock with me. FTF is for the family, okay? Let me know, is there something you want me to do a video on pertaining to the Jaguars or a Jaguar player, okay? Now, I leave y'all the same way with the 3, oh yay, oh yay, oh yay.